I'm Donald Bell, Senior Editor for Digital Audio and MP3, and this is a first look at the third generation Apple iPod Touch, winner of a CNET Editor's Choice. If you haven't heard, the iPod Touch is a touchscreen portable media player that essentially works like an iPhone without the phone or the monthly bill. It's slightly slimmer than the iPhone since there's no need to cram in all that phone and GPS technology, but you get the same Wi-Fi internet connection, the same Bluetooth wireless audio, and the same 3.5-inch glass-covered screen. Apple is selling 3 models of the iPod Touch, an 8GB version for $199, 32GB for $299, and a whopping 64GB version for $399. Why they couldn't throw in a 16GB version is beyond me, but the pricing seems fair, all things considered. One thing to note, however, is that while the $199 option looks identical to the pricier models, it's technically running last year's hardware. Some of the new features such as voice control, an accelerated processor, OpenGL graphics support, and improved accessibility controls are only available on the 32GB and 64GB versions. Now, personally, I don't feel like any of those features are inherently worth an extra $100 if you'd otherwise be fine with an 8GB Touch, but you should know what you're buying. Okay, so I've got about 2 more minutes to describe a product to you that offers about a dozen killer features right out of the box. First off, you get a great music player with sophisticated features such as Genius Playlists, search, over-the-air podcast updating, and a cover flow view that still feels like magic to me. The video player is equally fantastic and integrates seamlessly with the vast library of movies, TV shows, rentals, video podcasts, and music videos available from iTunes. The Safari web browser is smoking fast, especially with the improved processor on the 32 and 64GB models. Then there's email, calendars, photos, contacts, stocks, maps, notes, voice recording, weather reports, and let's not forget YouTube. Now, Apple could have just left it there and still have an outstanding product, but to really knock it out of the park, they threw in the App Store. You've probably seen the ads from Apple demonstrating how the iPhone App Store has an app for just about everything. Well, it's true, maybe even to a fault. For example, a search for dictionaries produces hundreds of results ranging from a free Spanish dictionary to a $25 version of the American Heritage 4th edition. Mostly though, the App Store is filled with fun stuff like games, internet radio tuners, streaming video players, absurd gimmicks, or the occasional life-changing app like a pizza delivery locator. Everyone will have a different take on what apps are meaningful to them, but just the mere existence of a robust, constantly evolving storefront of apps transforms the iPod Touch into a kind of infinitely customizable platform that can be molded into whatever you want. And that's really the killer feature. So whether you're crazy about games, music, or videos, or you just want a $200 gadget that can update your Facebook profile and locate a good restaurant, the Apple iPod Touch offers the total package. For CNET.com, I'm Donald Bell.